Now let us solve the question number 14. It's again a very good question and very easy question. The question says that suppose A, B, C are in arithmetic progression where mod A, mod B, mod C each is less than 1. Okay, if x equal to 1 plus a square plus a cube plus dot dot up to infinity, y equal to 1 plus b square plus dot dot up to infinity, and z equals to 1 plus c square plus up to infinity, then they have asked us find the relation between x, y and z, whether x, y and z in arithmetic progression, where x, y, z in geometric progression, where x, y, z in harmonic progression, or none of this. Okay. First of all, suppose let us observe this series. Suppose let us take a series 1 plus r square plus r cube plus dot 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 dot, where mod r is less than 1. Okay. Now first of all take the first n term of this series. First n term is 1 plus r square plus dot dot r to the power n minus 1. Okay, I am writing it as Sn and this as capital T. Okay, so we can write it as 1 into 1 minus r to the power n minus r plus 1 by 1 minus r. So this is nothing but 1 minus r to the power n by 1 minus r. Okay. So what is t? If we take the limit n tends to infinity of Sn, we will get the value of t. So t equal to limit n tends to infinity Sn, that is limit n tends to infinity 1 minus r to the power n by 1 minus r. Now you can see that the value of r is less than 1. We know that the limit n tends to infinity r to the power n is equal to 0 if mod r less than 1. So we can write it 1 by 1 minus r. So the value of this series is 1 by 1 minus r. Okay, if mod r less than 1. Now from this I can say that the value of x is equal to 1 by 1 minus a. I am writing here. X is equal to 1 plus a square plus dot dot. I can say that this is nothing but 1 by 1 minus a. The value of y is equal to 1 plus b square plus dot 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 dot. This is nothing but 1 by 1 minus b, and the value of z is 1 plus c square plus dot dot dot. This is nothing but 1 by 1 minus c. Okay. Now we know that a, b, c are in arithmetic progression. So we can write 2b is equal to a plus c. Okay, this is our number 1. So the value of x is equal to 1 by 1 minus a. So the value of 1 minus a is equal to 1 by x. So I can say that a is equal to 1 minus 1 by x. Okay. Similarly, I can say that the value of b is equal to 1 by 1 minus y, and c is 1 by minus 1 by z. Okay. The value of b is 1 minus 1 by y, the value of c is 1 minus 1 by z. Now I am putting this value of a, b, c in 1. Okay. So I am putting the value of a, b, c in 1. I am getting 2 into the value of b is 1 minus 1 by y, the value of a is 1 minus 1 by x, plus the value of c is 1 minus 1 by z. So I can write it as 2 minus 2 by y is equal to 2 minus 1 by x minus 1 by z. So this is nothing but 2 by y is equal to 1 by x plus 1 by z, and hence I can say that x, y, z 1 by z. This is our z, 1 by x plus 1 by z. Hence I can say that x, y, z are in harmonic progression. Okay. So option C. Let us solve the question number 15. It's a very easy question where we have to integrate ln x by root x from 1 to e with respect to x. Okay. So we also can write it as integration 1 to e x to the power minus half ln x into dx. I am going to use the usual by parts method to integrate it. So I can write it ln x to the power minus half plus 1 by minus half plus 1 from 1 to e minus integration, we have to differentiate ln x with respect to x, and we will get 1 by x into x to the power minus half plus 1 by minus half plus 1 into dx. So I can write it as 2 ln x x to the power half from 1 to e minus this 1 to e integration 1 to e, here is 2 x to the power half by x into dx. So we can write it as 2 ln x x to the power half from 1 to e minus 2, this is integration 1 to e x to the power minus half into dx. So I can write it 2 ln x x to the power half from 1 to e minus 2 into x to the power minus half plus 1 by minus half plus 1 from 1 to e. So this is nothing but 2 ln x x to the power half from 1 to e minus 4 x to the power half from 1 to e. So if we put e, we will get 2 x to the e to the power half, as ln e is equal to 1 and ln 1 equal to 0. So I am not writing the second term, minus 4 e to the power half plus 4. So this is nothing but 4 minus 2 e to the power half, right? So let us see the options. 4 minus 2 e to the power half. So option B is our correct option. Let us solve the question number 16. It is here we have to integrate the function root over of 1 minus x by 1 plus x sine inverse x dx from minus half to half. So I am putting x equal to sine theta. So dx is equal to cos theta d theta. Now interchanging the limit x and theta. If x equal to minus half, then theta is equal to minus pi by 6, and x equal to half, then theta equal to pi by 6. Okay, so I can write it integration minus pi by 6 to pi by 6 root over of 1 minus sine theta by 1 plus sine theta into sine inverse sine theta is equal to theta, and dx equal to cos theta d theta. Okay, so again I am going to rationalize it. So I have to multiply by 1 plus sine x. I have to multiply the numerator by root over of 1 plus sine theta, and I have to multiply the denominator by I have to multiply the numerator by root over of 1 minus sine theta, and denominator again by root over of 1 minus sine theta into cos theta d theta. Okay, so you can see that integration minus pi by 6 to pi by 6, you can see that root over of 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus 1 root over of 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta, it is root over of 1 minus cos square theta. So root over of 1 plus sine theta into root over of 1 minus sine theta is equal to root over of 1 minus sine square theta, and root over of 1 minus sine square theta equal to cos square theta, and root over of cos square theta equal to cos theta, and this cos theta and this cos theta I can cancel. Okay, so this is root over of 1 minus sine theta its whole square into theta d theta. So this is nothing but integration minus pi by 6 to pi by 6 root 1 minus sine theta into d theta. Okay, so this is nothing but integration minus pi by 6 to pi by 6 d theta d theta minus integration minus pi by 6 to pi by 6 theta sine theta d theta. So if we integrate theta with respect to theta, we will get theta square by 2 from minus pi by 6 to pi by 6, and if I have to integrate, I have to use by parts to integrate this. Okay, so I am using by parts. I'll get theta, the integration of sine theta is minus cos theta, so this is minus cos theta from range minus pi by 6 to pi by 6, and integration minus integration derivative of theta is equal to 1, and integration of sine theta is equal to minus cos theta, so this is cos theta d theta from minus pi by 6 to pi by 6. Okay, so this is nothing but pi by 6 is square by 2 minus pi by 6 is square by 2, right? So this is you can cancel it out, minus, so this is minus theta cos theta from minus pi by 6 to pi by 6, and integration of cos theta is equal to sine theta, so this is sine theta from again from pi by 6 to minus pi by 6. Okay, so we can write it as minus of minus pi by 6 and cos pi by 6 is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay, so this is minus, and it is again becomes minus pi by 6 into cos of pi by 6 is equal to minus pi by 6 is equal to again root 3 by 2. Okay, plus sine theta is equal at pi by 6, theta equal to pi by 6 is equal to half, and sine minus sine of minus pi by 6, so this is equal to plus pi by sine pi by 6, so it is half. So we can write it minus pi by, so this is nothing but minus root 3 pi by 6 plus 1, so this is equal to root 3 by 6 pi minus 1. Let us see the options. Okay, now I also can write it root 3 into root 3 by 6 into root 3 pi minus 1, so I can write it 3 by 6 root 3 pi minus 1, so I can write it 2 pi pi by 2 root 3 minus 1, right? So this is our option A is our correct option.